My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today we are doing another behind the scenes reading. So we look at what's happening behind the scenes with your person. So in the public reading, we're going to get some significators for their energy generally as our control card. And then we look at their energy towards you. Then we look at what's happening behind the scenes. We look at their feelings towards you. And then we ask Spirit, what does your person most want you to know right now? In the extended, if there is a third party connected to your connection, we're going to look at what's going on behind the scenes in that connection. Okay, so let's just get right into this. Let's get a significator for your person's energy generally. Who are they in default mode? When we talk about their default mode, what energy are they in right now? Okay, let's cut this. This is the Charming Fools and True Lovers deck. Okay, we have the Engineer. Okay, so they're trying to figure something out. They're trying to create a solution. It says, logical and precise, can fix anything except emotional availability. Okay. So we're looking at an avoidant personality, and one of the ways that they enjoy avoiding their feelings, avoiding intimacy with themselves and in relationships, is to keep busy at work. Okay, I know this energy very well because I'm a recovering workaholic, right? So we're tapping into a workaholic, and they're just trying to keep their hands busy, their mind busy, and they're trying to basically block out any sort of emotional discordance or any emotional distress that they might be experiencing at this time. Okay. The other ways they're trying to block out their emotions is to get in their body. So some of them might be, gym bros, gym rats. They enjoy working out. They're just trying to get very physical. That's how they, I wouldn't say process their emotions, but that's how they deal with their emotions. Okay. It says sculpt and confident, all muscles, all hustle, protein shake not included. Right. So that's the other way that they're trying to block you out. They're just trying to get physical, trying to work off the energy that way, but they're really not trying to dive deep in their emotions at this time. This is a card number 24, which reduces to 6, which is a lover. So that's how they're dealing with their issues in love. They're trying to keep their mind busy. They're trying to keep their body busy so that they don't have to look at what's happening in their heart and in their psyche or anything spiritually. They're not dealing with that right now. They're not dealing with that shit. Okay? Right? You all can keep that shit. They're not dealing with that. Right? So they're working out and they're working hard. Let's see the energy towards you. Right? So they're not dealing with stuff in their world. Not today. Not today. They're working out and working hard. All right. It looks like when it comes to you, though, you're the exception to the rule. It feels like you're the person that's able to, I make them feel comfortable enough to take a peek at what's happening underneath the surface, with them, what's happening behind the scenes, right? With them, it says listening within, and there's something about you that also gives them a sense of peace. But whilst that might be lovely to hear, it's also kind of codependent when we're outsourcing or emotional stability to someone else or to something else. That's how codependency and addictions occur. Okay. When it comes to you, we have the not my job conspiracy. Now, the not my job conspiracy is when we are actively trying to run away from our destiny. Okay. And we are rejecting the path or turn our back on the path that has opened up for us. So here we see a guide, and it looks like the Christ light. If you look, we have the guide here. We have the guide. Hey, you're going the wrong way. That way, buddy. That way, right? Guide trying to show them the way. And this person has turned their back on the light, on their path because of some sort of baggage that they have been holding on to. So I feel like it might be instructive for us to just kind of dive into what is this baggage that's causing them to turn away from their true calling and their true destiny, because they've identified you. This card has identified you as a true call, their true call and true destiny. That's what they know when they listen deep within. That's what they found out. But for some reason, they're turning their back on that. So let's see, what is this baggage that is, I'm not going to say forcing them, but it's certainly causing them to turn their back on their path. Let's ask Spirit. Right. Spirit, what is this baggage that they're toting around that's making them turn their back on their path? Okay, now we have here, I choose me, and it says self-love, emotional maturity, and clean break. So it feels like they don't feel that they are able to choose themselves and what they want in this moment for some reason. So we're going to dive deep in that. All right, so what's making them turn their back on their path, and what's preventing them from choosing exactly what they want? What's happening here? Okay, so the first thing that is causing them to turn away or to not choose themselves or to not choose their heart is that there's some toxic ties that they have. Now, certainly, if some of you, your person has somebody else romantically, it certainly could be that. But this could be family ties, right? This could be unresolved trauma. It says here, addictions, karma, and emotional pain, right? So it certainly can be that. It doesn't have to be a someone or a group. It can also be something. I'll get two more cards to clarify. Spirit, I want us to clarify this toxic ties card that we have here. We have muted but not moved on. We have hiding feelings, fake calm, and still hurting. So what I'm getting from this is there's some past pain from their other relationships that still has a hold on them, and they're using that past pain, I wouldn't say as an excuse, but certainly as a little protective blanket to not get too close to people because they don't want to experience that again. I don't think this past pain has anything to do with anybody that they're with currently. I think it's way before that. And what that tells me is that even if your person is in a current relationship, they're also not emotionally bonding with that person. Okay, let's go again. So there's something that they are not talking about, they're muted, but they've not moved on from, and it is before any present partner that they have. Okay, Spirit, just to expatiate just a little bit more. Person close, holding their cards close to their chest. We have stalking their socials. We have watching, lurking, secretly obsessed. Okay, so Spirit is saying whatever this person is holding on to, this thing, or maybe even a past person or past relationship, is still dominating their behavior, and they're still kind of keeping up with this person. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic partner. This could be a parent. This could be a family member that they're estranged from. Okay, but they are still very much bothered by what happened here, and this is preventing them, whatever this is that they're still holding on to, this is still preventing them from moving forward. Okay, all right, so they got some baggage that they're still toting around. Now let's ask Spirit, what's happening behind the scenes with this person? So I'm going to take two cards from this deck and then two cards each from two other decks. Okay, so we get a full picture of what's happening. What is happening behind the scenes? And it's just as we were talking about before. It's not me, it's trauma, right? Right now, your person's very, very triggered. Then there's a lot of emotional wounding that they've been told to know that's really coming up for them. And I think the more this thing comes up, this emotional wounding comes up, is the more they work out, the harder they work. But I feel like their usual coping mechanisms, which is the gym and work, may not be working at this time. I don't think they I don't think they've stopped, right? I don't think they've stopped with those particular coping mechanisms, but it's not sufficient to block out whatever is coming up for your person right now. Okay, they are fully triggered. We have, and not only are they triggered, but it says here confused as hell. Okay, so many different things are cropping up for them. They don't even know what the hell to do. It says almost, not yet, maybe, friends. It's complicated. So they have a lot of stuff going on, and everything is triggering your person. Right now, they're just incredibly emotionally unstable. What else is happening behind the scenes, Spirit? What else is happening? God, something turned over here. What else is happening? We have forgiveness. Now, I don't know if your person knows, but all this stuff that's coming up it's coming up to trigger a healing process and also allow them or enable them to forgive whoever may have caused them emotional pain or for them to forgive themselves. But I don't think they're in the space right now. They're just in the triggered part of this whole thing right now. All right, what else is happening with your person? What else is happening? We have the facade. Okay, so that brave front that your person puts out there to the world, it feels like it's breaking, it's cracking, and what has been revealed underneath it is a daddy wound. Yeah. It's a daddy wound. Okay. Now, when we have daddy wounds, we have issues with our self esteem. We have issues, asserting authority, or even responding well to authority figures. Okay. We have issues with our identity and how we show up in the world. So this is what the cracks in your person's exterior has revealed. So underneath that emotional pain, it's a deep daddy wound. Okay. What else? Sorry about that. Oh, what else is happening with your person? All right. We have here wisdom. Okay. So even though they might be fighting it, there's a bit of wisdom that is coming through, a bit of guidance that is coming through from their spirit guides. Their spirit guides, it feels like their spirit guides, they're getting through to your person. And what they're leading your person to is some inner child healing. Look, we have a child and a parent here again. So again, this daddy wound shows up. So I think your person has an idea of what is really keeping them back, and it's their relationship or non-relationship with their father. Okay. What else is happening with your person? What else is happening? Right? So this is daddy issues happening here. That's what's keeping them back. What do we have here? Set healthy boundaries. And that's another thing that happens when you have daddy issues. You have issues with boundary setting. You're either overcorrecting, right? So you're pushing people away, or you're a people pleaser, right? So this is what is being brought up for a person for them to set healthy boundaries. Okay. What else is happening behind the scenes with your person? We have face your fears. Okay. So as much as they want to keep that door closed, and they don't want to open up that door to their heart to see what's behind there, or the door to their subconscious to see what's behind it, it's opening anyway, and they're being forced to face their fears right now, to face their darkest secrets. Okay. What else is happening with your person? We have forgive yourself, right? So we go back to that same forgiveness card. What also is cropping up besides their daddy wound, is all the things that they may not be proud of, right? And it feels like when these things came up before, your person felt, toxic shame, right? Where you feel like, earth just swallow me now, right? And sometimes there's an aspect of toxic shame where we feel so guilty about what we did in the past that we don't think that we deserve happiness or goodness, or for goodness to happen, good things to happen to us, right? So this is something that they're also actively trying to transmute as well. Okay, all right. Let's look at their feelings for you at this time. When we ask or we look at their heart space energy for you, let's see what's there. Heart space energy for you. We have envious. Why are they envious? Let's pull a card. Spirit, why are they envious? Let's pull any random card. I'll just flip through. Why are they envious? We have dreaming of you, nostalgia, fantasy, and wishful thinking. I feel that envious is really jealous, okay? This person thinks that you have somebody else. And when they go to sleep, whoever that, and I mean, you could have somebody else, but for a lot of you, this is all happening in your person's mind, and this is their deepest, darkest fears being brought to life, especially when they are dreaming. Okay, so they have already made up an imaginary person for you, and they're reacting to that, and they're jealous. Okay, the energy towards you reclusive. They're keeping away. Yeah, they're trying to block you out. Their energy towards you, feeling foolish. Yeah, they're feeling kind of dumb, right? They don't feel like they are on your level, that they deserve you. We have amused. So when they think about you, they also think about the good times, and you bring a lot of joy into their life, and it feels like your relationship, had a lot of laughter. So they think about that. And then we have apathetic. I think they're really trying to, just as we said before, it's all about trying to numb you out, to block you out right now. Everything is about blocking you out, because I feel like when they also think about you, there's a lot of emotional pain. Spirit, tell us about this reclusive card. We have Seven of Cups, and that's an energy of confusion, but it's also an energy of illusions and delusions. Okay, and I think a lot of those illusions and delusions have to do with them thinking that you're with somebody else. Okay, while they're reclusive, we also have the World. They think it's over, so they're basically licking their wounds. They feel foolish because basically they fumbled you, and they didn't let you in. They didn't let you in, and they see that now. When they think about you, they feel amused. They feel about the good times, and they think about the good times, and they see how very much attached they were to you, but they just want to block you out right now. When they think about you, what comes up for them is a lot of emotional pain. We have the Four of Swords in reverse, and they don't think that they have the bandwidth to deal with that right now. Okay. What's the most important message that they want you to know at this time? What's the most important message? That they want you to know right now? We have intuition. You already know the answer. You see, so Spirit is letting you know that, or your person letting you know that it's not like they don't know what to do. Right? Right now, it's a head game. They are mind fucking their own selves right now, right? Because It feels like whatever this daddy issue is that's going on here, it's making them believe that they do not deserve love and that they do not deserve you, right? And nobody can extricate them from that mind trap except themselves. We have second chance. Okay, so what they want you to know, they want a second chance with this. Okay, they really do. When they delve into the heart of hearts, which isn't often, they want a second chance, and they promise you that this time, they're going to be trustworthy, that they're going to be someone that you can depend on, and that they'll be a person of integrity. What else do they want you to know, right? They think often about the good times. And we got that message already. We got that message already, right? And how much fun you guys had together. And they're longing for that in their life right now. They also want you to know that you are always on my mind, right? You are always on this person's mind, right? It says someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. You are always on this person's mind. Not even when they're sleeping do they get a reprieve from you. You're haunting their ass. Good. All right. What does Spirit want you to do in this situation right now? And in the extended, besides using this format, we're going to ask what's going to be a person's next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading. Okay, let's see. We have life's journey. Okay, let's see what Spirit wants to tell us about your life's journey. Right? So Spirit's saying, listen, this person isn't the only person with agency in this connection, and in this relationship right now. You have choice too. Okay? You have choice too. They're not, and you don't have to wait on this person to make a choice. Right now, in this moment, you have to figure out what's best for me, right? If they don't want to choose themselves, that's their business. You have to choose you and the path that you feel is best for you at this time, the path that aligns with your goals, your aspirations, and your intuition. Okay? And my love, so that was your reading. I hope that was helpful. Take care. Bye. Subscribe, please. Thank you. Bye.